Welcome to the HR Empowerment Podcast, where we will uncover strategies and new insights from HR professionals who discuss up-to-date regulations, best practices, and the most pressing topics like diversity and equity, leadership, dealing with difficult situations, and much more that affect your bottom line and business. Thanks for joining us.
Hey everybody, Wendy Sellers here, the HR lady. Welcome back. We are here with our guest, Tariq Kamil. Hey Tariq, how are you doing?
Hi Wendy, good to talk to you.
Hey, so you're the CEO and founder of Cerkle, but it is not pronounced or not spelled Circle. It's C-E-R-K-L. Come on now. What the heck's going on? Where'd that come from?
Well, I can't be good at everything, Wendy, and marketing is not my forte, but the idea, being the nerd that I am, was a feedback loop. So communication 101 is if I say something, you kind of listen, process, and then you respond. But most communication within organizations is very one way. They're just shouting at the people. We don't really listen to the most important part of that communication, which is the feedback. Hence the name Cerkle.
I love it. I love it. And it's also about listening. What? I was listening. What? No, you weren't. You were multitasking while I was talking to you, and I was probably multitasking while you were talking to me. You know, you probably get that a lot too, right?
Sure. Well, and I think as we introduce younger and younger generations into the workforce, it's so much more common because they grew up with it. They grew up with doing 10 things and they're on their laptop and their phone and their TV and all at the same time. So yes, it's more commonplace, the younger generations as they enter the workforce.
Hey, in episode 1 of this series, we started talking about, the communication tool Cerkle and how we want to engage employees and how we want them to feel a sense of belonging. How the heck is mass yet personal communication going to achieve this? Like I'm trying to I'm not a software engineer. I'm not a software person. I'm the HR lady. So explain to me a little bit how your program works, how your software works.
Sure. And by the way, the HR lady is a way cooler title than software engineer. So kudos
well, thank
to
you very much. I appreciate it. I do have 2 trademarks on that.
Nice. So the way it works is machine learning. The way it works is really no different than Netflix. So if you think about your Netflix experience where it comes in, you subscribe to Netflix and it'll ask you, hey, Wendy/HR lady, here are some options. Do you like these movies? Do you like documentaries? Do you like black and white subtitled European dramas? And you might tell Netflix, because you think a lot of yourself, yes, black and white subtitled European dramas, because I'm so sophisticated. And that's what you would tell it. And it would start with those. And quickly, like these stink. And you're going to start watching Chris Farley and Adam Sandler and Tommy Boy and Step Brother, all the stuff you really like. Well, Netflix learns that's what you really like. So when you watch Step Brothers, you're going to get Tommy Boy. Right. You're going to get all these other SNL actors and recommendations because it's learning about you. And so when you receive email from Netflix, it's tailored to you. It's not mass email. It's all about you because it knows what you like. And when you log into Netflix on any device, it is your experience. Wendy, these are recommendations we think you'll like based on your viewing patterns. And Wendy, pick up where you left off, right? That is so awesome because they're saving you time. But all of that is machine learning. It's all machine learning. And so the principle behind Broadcast, which is our platform, is the same. Here's the big difference within an organization. So in an organization, unlike a marketing exercise, they need you to see certain things. And you, as the HR lady, don't care what my interests are. You need me to know about open enrollment and compliance training and all these things because they're not optional. Right. You must know them to work here, right? And so that's the additional wrinkle in communication. There's need to know, but all the want to know. So how could we learn that Wendy likes to travel? Great. And what if there's content within your organization that is about travel? Well, that's going to be really important to Wendy. Maybe your coworker sitting right next to you does not care about travel
Mhm.
or community service or innovation or whatever the topic is. So it should be tailored to the recipient. That's how we really get to know you. In the same way, I don't even know how many subscribers Netflix has today. Let's say it's 300 million. They make each one of those 300 million feel like they're the only one. And that's the same thing that we're doing, except within the organization. How do we make each employee feel like they're your only employee? That's the holy grail.
Yeah, I mean, wow. The one of the biggest things in the HR space and employee retention and engagement is to be quite honest, a lack of engagement, the lack of talking with your employees. We tend to talk to people. This is at home as well, rather than with people. And we really need to start saying, hey, people need to feel like they're important, that they're valued, and that they belong. A sense of belonging and is so crucial for employee well-being, and that well-being is connected to retention. I have a statistic here from the Center for Talent Innovation. They found that employees who feel a sense of belonging at work are 5.3 times more likely to stay with their current employer. So that's huge. Your
Huge.
communication can change somebody walking out the door or somebody saying, you know what, let me go chat with my manager because I know based on our communications already that they care about me. Now,
Yes.
another statistic that I ran across, it's a little outdated. 2021, it's not too bad, but it's talking about diverse and inclusive workplaces are more likely to actually foster a sense of belonging, which is interesting. Maybe that's why they're diverse and inclusive. And that was from Deloitte's 2021 Global Human Capital's Trends Report. They also found that 80% of respondents in that report believe inclusion is an important part of their organization's response to the current business environment. And that's the people that are saying, I'm going to stay with those companies. The people that aren't answering, that's because they're already checking out another company, right?
Sure, that's right. They probably wouldn't even know there was a survey to complete because they're so
Right.
disengaged.
Or they see it and they just go, delete. I hate you. I hate this place. I don't want to be here. You don't care about me. I say this all the time with my clients. I'm an HR consultant. I mainly nowadays do management training and a lot of conference speaking, but I still have clients. I'm fortunate enough that I can pick and choose who they are now, that they don't have HR departments. If they do, it's not a savvy HR department. And I'm always telling them, like, please, if you don't plan, and you being the leadership team, the owners, if you don't plan on actually looking at your survey results, please don't even put the survey out, because you're doing more harm than good with an employee survey. The employee who's already saying, man, I'm about to check out. Now
Right.
let me go ahead and give them my feedback. Oh, they didn't read that survey. I'm totally checking out. I'm taking my friends with me. Isn't that the
Yes,
truth? It's
it
like
is the truth.
we drive our people to disengagement.
Yes. And
It's so unfortunate.
I've heard people use this line, which I love. So the golden rule, and then there's the platinum rule, right? So the golden rule is treat others how you want to be treated. The platinum rule is treat others how they want to be treated. And that is the magic, right? If we were able to do that, and where technology can help you, there is no silver bullet. So I would never come on here and tell you, Wendy, this is it. There's a silver bullet. It's going to fix all your problems. That's not true. But can it help? Can it show and at scale that we're learning about you and your interests? We want to surface all the cool things that our company is doing that show you we care about you. Yes, that is exactly what technology is designed to do, but it won't solve all issues.
Right. We can't replace humans and interactions and emotions and empathy with AI or with software. So remember that, folks. And thanks for joining us here in our next episode 3 of our 5-part series on a better way to communicate, engage, and understand your people. We're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into employee surveys and talk about key types of employee surveys to boost workplace well-being overall. We'll see you soon.
Thank you for joining the HR Empowerment Podcast, brought to you by Aurora Training Advantage. We hope you've gained new insight and strategies to navigate the HR profession. We look forward to you joining us again on the HR Empowerment Podcast.